welcome. Anyone watching? Let me jump on the call with Cam. Cam, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Cool. We are off without a hitch for once. Are you ready to actually play Dark Souls 2 this week?
To what?
Are you ready to actually play Dark Souls 2 this week?
I would like to attempt.
Yes. An attempt will be made. So I can get you in my world really quickly. Do you know if you can put your sign down next to the Rise of the Dead bonfire? That's the last one in Amana.
I don't think I can, but I can like get right inside of the crypt and put it down in there. Yeah.
Cool.
Let me pop over there.
What does this message say? Trap ahead. Well, yeah, I would say so.
Let's see.
I mean, I forgot the little moonlight butterfly things in this game look different than they do in the first game.
Oh,
Like
right.
big
Yeah.
moths.
Well, they are kind of different. They like spray.
Uh-oh.
They like spray poison and stuff on you.
Oh, I have to be hollow to open this?
I didn't know that.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do that. Let me kill
jump off the
myself really
cliff.
quick. There. Let me add a death to the counter.
Necessary death. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So my sign is down right next to like the first bonfire in Undead Crypt, which I'm pretty sure just have to go down like an elevator and you'll be there.
Cool. Random question. Have you ever listened to the Steve Martin stand-up album, Let's Get Small?
No.
So it's my favorite comedy special thing ever. And the reason I'm thinking of it right now is because he has this running joke throughout the entire performance where, like, after he does something really ridiculous that, like, shouldn't happen in a comedy special, he's like, well, we'll be getting started any minute here, folks. Like he's the MC who's going to be introducing the actual comic. And that's how I feel like these last several Dark Souls 2 streams have been. Like, well, we'll start playing Dark Souls 2 any minute.
We'll get there soon.
Let's see. Okay, I'm now inside the door to the crypt. I am human again.
I got summoned into someone else's world because I forgot to put my ring on.
Oh, good. Any moment now, folks.
I'm on my way back though.
Did you just kill yourself?
No, I mean I just black stoned out. All right, let's see here. Put my ring on.
There's a pyromancer in here. Who is this? Is this a character?
Struggle.
Oh man.
Struggle. All right, sign's down.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore this pyromancer for a moment. Is it right beyond the door?
It's right by the first bonfire.
Oh, the first bonfire in the crypt. Okay, so
yeah.
I do have to kill this pyromancer first. Oh, he's not too bad. And he's dead. He looks a little bit like Captain Caveman. He's wearing the brigand helm, I think.
The brigand hood.
Brigand hood, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found the man, what is this? I don't remember this very well. Oh, there's an NPC praying here. Let's see.
Who are you? And what do you
Is she one of the Milfanito?
Milfanito.
Milfanito, that
Praying
is
for
what
us.
we are called. She says, my name. Do you mean our name? Oh, I didn't know the Milfanito had like this collective consciousness thing.
Like hive mind thing
Yeah.
going on, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, they're also the ones that talk about like they have some kind of connection to like Nito.
Yeah.
They like talk about like the first dead or the great dead or something, and how Nito like has like what he has spread into is basically these things that ushered and give peace to like souls or people who are dead. which is cool because all the rest of the all the rest of the lords souls that have fragmented in this game have like gotten up to some bull crap. But
yeah, I was
like,
gonna ask you about that. Isn't there a thing where like, the 4 ends of the spokes you can go down at the beginning of this game? Aren't they all connected in some way to one of the original lords?
Yeah.
In Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, but Nito's soul is in the rotten, and the implication is that like he just like stopped caring, and like it because it's in like the trash basically, and it's just like this big like amalgamation of like humans that have his soul now. So he
As
just
opposed
is
to
like
skeletons.
Right, yeah, and he, but like the old Iron King has Gwyn's soul,
Yes.
or like a fragment of Gwyn's soul, and
Isn't
stuff
it? Oh gosh, what's the name of the spider? Freya. Freya's
Freya,
Seath.
Seath,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I forget who has the Witch of Isolate. I can't remember.
Oop. Oop. Sorry, there's a second pyromancer on the way to the bonfire that has a lot of really tough spells that killed me on my way back.
That's cool.
Any minute now, folks. Oh man, these guys respawn too.
Someday we will play Dark Souls. I was thinking about trying to play with my fight stick, which would be funny, but I haven't tried
That
it
seems like it would, not having a right and left trigger would make it very difficult.
There's buttons. There's buttons that are mapped to those
Right.
buttons. The main thing would be you don't have a second analog stick.
Yeah, I was talking to, I forget who it was. I think it was maybe Michael O'Malley about the control scheme for Dark Souls 1. And he really doesn't like... Oh, no, it was my sister. My sister and my wife and I were all like sitting around playing Bloodborne for fun. And we were talking about the fact that the attack buttons are the shoulder buttons, which they thought was awkward. But you really need them to be there so that you can control the camera while you're attacking. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
struggle
I mean,
a
I
lot.
also think that there's probably just some like, I mean, there's a difference there between like what is expected and what. Like, I think that
Yeah.
most people who like play a pretty good amount of games are going to be fairly comfortable with the attack buttons being where they are.
Oh, really? I've never played anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess aside from a shooter. A shooter.
Yeah,
usually
it's
has the
it's
attack button.
common in shooters. I mean, people play like Skyrim. Your attack buttons are on the shoulders in Skyrim too.
Yeah.
So, and those are like some
true.
of the most like casual games that
Same
are out
deal
there.
too, where like one arm can be magic and one arm can be your melee
Yep.
weapon.
Yeah,
Man,
same exact thing.
This pyromancer is no joke. I maybe got him? No, he's still alive. Oh no! Okay, still alive.
I'm gonna go up the elevator and see if I can put my sign down up
Okay,
there.
he's dead.
Oh, you got him. Okay,
got him.
cool.
Alright, where am I going here? I guess I could have just walked past him. There's another one.
Dang, this is a big elevator.
He's got that like chaos storm thing that.
Wait, where are you?
Where
where did you go?
Through the crypt door.
Oh, you already went in. Wait, did you not get the first bonfire?
No. Where's the
It's
bonfire?
right in like the middle on the way there. Like you came through the door.
Oh, is it the really
From
big
Shrine of Am-
thing? Like the big furnace looking thing?
Yo, hold up, wait. Where did you go from that Shrine of Amana bonfire?
I went through a door
Center's
that
Rise.
required me to be hollow. Hold on.
No, you went the wrong way. You went the wrong way, dude. Yeah.
Where does this lead?
You
Maybe
need,
that's why I don't recognize this place.
you need to turn around and go
Okay,
back
good.
out of the rise. I knew something was going on here.
Okay, I'm turning
Go
around.
back. Go back to that bonfire.
Okay.
The one that's in the little tower at the end of Shrine of Amana.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's that path lead that I was on? You know?
I don't know. Probably the Dark Diver thing or something like
Oh,
that.
man.
One of the stupid things no one cares about in this game.
Okay, I am at the Rise of the Dead
Alright.
bonfire.
Walk out and go to your right.
Okay.
And you should see some basilisks maybe, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna get to like what looks to be like a ruined, like some ruins. You see the ruins?
I see a king door.
Okay, you want to go through the king door.
I do
That's
wanna go
where
through the
the
king door.
undead crypt is. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta take care of these basilisks.
It's actually not a king door because you can't go in king doors yet.
I don't have
but
a king ring,
it's
yeah.
yeah. You can open it by I think you open it by killing like the guard guy next to it or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Now that basilisks are dead, I'm taking care of him. Come here, buddy. Okay. Rip. Yes. Okay. We're on the right track. I see an elevator. I'm getting on the
Mhm.
elevator.
It's a long elevator.
It is a long elevator. Okay. There we are. There's the first bonfire. Undead Crypt. Oh, and it's our boy, Aldia. I was not expecting him
Mhm.
here.
Aldia.
He says, I believe we've been acquainted. Young Hollow, conqueror of fear. What drives you so to overcome the supposed curse? Life is brilliant, beautiful. It enchants us to the point of obsession. Some are true to their purpose, though they are but shells, flesh, and mind. One man lost his own body, but lingered on as a head. I know that guy. Others chase the charms of love, however elusive. That would be the big slug monster.
Mm-hmm.
Once the Lord of Light banished dark and all that stemmed from humanity, and men assumed a fleeting form. These are the roots of our world. Men are props on the stage of life, and no matter how tender, how exquisite, a lie will remain a lie. Wasn't that the line you were talking about earlier?
That. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because Cam can't hear it. Jesse's here, by the way. You want to say hi, Jesse?
Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
Cam says hi. Oh, I wasn't paying close enough attention. He asked me to make a choice. Do I say yes or no?
Say yes.
I think I'm saying yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, but yeah.
Vendrick, the near true monarch, is here and not far off. That's neat that he's the near true monarch.
Uh-huh.
But what is a king? You neither born with greatness nor granted it by the fates. What is it that you seek? You cannot even say yourself. We shall meet again, young Hollow. And he leaves.
You don't even have to fight him?
No, I will fight him way later. He'll be one of the last things we do.
He's like later skater.
Are you going skating, by the way? By skater?
Sometime
Sometime
soon.
soon.
As long as it doesn't rain, but it looks like it's definitely gonna rain. So.
Do you want to update Cam and anyone listening the state of our internet situation? Jesse's been on the phone with our internet service provider.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I will update them. But the situation is, Andrew said, please call our internet provider and complain. And I
Well,
was
no,
like-
you told me to complain, and I was like, would you do it? I've done this so much.
And then I was eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
And you were like watching me eat that sandwich saying, okay, when are you going to call? And I was like, I guess I'll call after I'm done with this delicious sandwich.
Yeah.
Listeners, it was a good sandwich. And then I got done with my sandwich and you were like, please call. And I was like, okay. And then I was on hold for about 20 minutes
Yep.
waiting for them to get on the gosh darn phone. And then Andrew was like, okay, well, you better wrap this up soon because I have to stream. And I was like,
It is never that simple.
I was like, fella, I just waited on hold for 20 minutes because you asked me to. And he was like, I don't know, figure it out, I guess. But you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. Like, unplug the...
Well, yeah, we can't unplug the modem while
Yeah,
streaming.
can't unplug the modem, even though that's all this, like, lady on the thing wanted me to do. She's like, well, I'm sorry, but I can't.
But you
Yeah.
did. We unplugged it.
You did, and then she wanted me to, like, plug something into the modem.
No.
Because she's like, we can't get an actual accurate reading without plugging something into the modem. And I was like,
What
well,
thing does she want to plug into the
I don't know,
modem?
Ethernet maybe. And she was like, we can't get actual real accurate download speed tests unless it's plugged into the modem. And I'm like, okay, but that would be stupid anyway because we don't actually ever use Ethernet.
Yeah.
So
we need an accurate Wi-Fi
you can say
measurement.
that that's more accurate or whatever, but we don't use the Ethernet, so it's not actually more accurate because that's not actually what we're ever going to do.
Also, weirdly, our Wi-Fi has always given me faster download speeds than our Ethernet.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. And
Wait, so are you
she
streaming on
basically
Wi-Fi
wasn't
right
willing
now?
to-
I am, because it's faster than
Oh.
the Ethernet in terms of like what speedtest.net has given me.
She basically wasn't willing to try to help in any other way unless I was willing to like do the plug-in thing. And I knew I couldn't do that plug-in thing. Plus, I didn't even know what she was talking about. And I was like, this sounds like an Andrew type of thing to do, not a me type of thing to do. And
No, don't.
I'm not gonna do that right now.
Oh,
so
should I
guess
not
I'm
have
just,
hit that guy?
No.
Oops.
So basically, I was like, I'm not gonna go back. But she gave me a priority line number, so we should be able to just skip the line.
Okay.
So
That
that's
would be good.
nice. However, I know it's not even
Nope.
true. But I did say, ma'am, we've like called so many times.
This has been over a month.
We've been working on this for a month. We've probably dropped close to like $800, like in different things that you said we needed to get better speeds.
Yep.
And at one point, like I gave her the speed test, and she's like, "Well, it seems to be working." And I was like, no, the heck it doesn't seem to be working because I'm paying for 500 whatevers per whatever, and I'm getting like 15.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a very small fraction of what I'm paying for. So no, ma'am, it is not working.
You told her that?
Yeah. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I wish the best for you and your family. Was this
I wish the best for you.
But she was like, was this a satisfactory phone call? And I was like,
no.
sure. I said, sure. Because I can't be that mean. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm really just not a mean person, but and it's not her fault at all. Like, she's just some person. Like, she has no control over how many millibytes per second I've got, and she just
Right.
has like a script of things that she is able to tell me to try. Like, this isn't on her. So I really hate like directing anger at her. I'm just frustrated with the situation, but she also did not help in any way. So the end. That's the situation.
So we have a phone number that we can call.
We have a phone number that we can call for priority access or whatever.
Wow. Well, I'm sure everyone was eager to hear about that. So there you go.
I think the best part of the story was my sandwich.
It seemed like that was the best part of the story.
It was a good sandwich. Yes. Who's all on? Are they like?
I don't think we have anybody on.
It's
I
a
think it's just
whole-
me and Cam. Is that true? Do you know how
I
many
don't.
viewers
I
we
can't
have?
tell.
I just feel like at this point
can't
y'all
tell.
should just go over to somebody's house.
If anyone else is on, please say something in chat.
You should just
Because
go over to each other's house and play games together. Like, this whole like streaming thing that has sent us into like existential $800 crisis. It doesn't feel
well,
like it's worth.
it's still good that we want our internet to work. Still.
Don't hit
Yeah.
those bells.
Yeah, what cost?
Will not.
Over here.
Oh. Oh, cool. Pretty cool little mechanic in this area with the bells that if you hit, they will like. Oh, I just did it. Dang it. Sorry. Well, now everyone can see what the mechanic does. Brings these little Reaper dudes. Who are cool, IMO.
They're cool like the first few times you see them.
Yeah.
And then
That's
after
true.
that, you're like, God,
Never
you are
again.
so annoying. Please leave me alone.
Oh, man. What's the deal with these like Minotaur-looking ghost dudes who come out of the wall?
I think they're ghosts.
Hold on, let me get these items. Smooth and silky stone. There's a bunch of items in here. Really want you to take your time. One.
Yeah, there's
more.
lots of areas in the Souls games in general, like that one, where like it's just full of items, and there's maybe like one or two of them that are worth anything. Oh man, what happened?
I didn't actually hit a bell, but one of those Reaper dudes just like came out of nowhere and slashed me 3 times and killed me.
Nice.
I will go to that second bonfire if it'll let me warp to it.
Okay.
I've not actually rested.
It will. Yeah. It's the Undead Ditch, I think is what it's. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm human again.
Alright, signs down.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna check to see if there is anybody else viewing. I only see one viewer. And that's probably... Is it you? Do you have the stream open, or is it somebody else?
It's probably me.
Okay, gotcha. Well, this will be on YouTube for posterity. If anyone wants to watch us suffer through the end of Dark Souls 2. This is much more fun than last week. Already. I will say that. Hey.
Yeah, there's one of the Wraith guys has come out.
That's what they are. Wraiths. Where is he? Oh, did you just hit a belt? Or no,
Nope.
one of the enemies hit a belt.
They will hit it, yeah.
Oop. Okay, let's get out of here.
It's best to just come up here where I'm at and fight them in here. So that there's not a
somehow
dude
alive.
slinging spells at you.
Okay, let me get over there. Oh, I hit a bell on the way. There's a heck of a lot of them in this space.
just get
Isn't
here.
there a NPC phantom that shows up here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There he is.
There he
Nameless
is.
Usurper.
Nameless usurper.
Oh! Hello, Nameless Usurper. How you doing? Oop. Rip.
Wow. Good job, buddy.
Usurp this. Oh, and this is the room with the 2 shield knights, right? This is kind of fun.
Best to draw out all the little ghosties and kill them
Yeah.
first. So that you can back up, actually.
Yep. Hello. Hello. They seem uninterested. Okay. Ooh. Nice.
Ba-boom.
And we just drop.
Sir.
Right. There's no way to
Yeah.
do this other than just dropping. This way? Here's a guy. He told the bell. Okay, no behind me. Oh no.
Wow.
Okay. Well, time to do that run again.
You don't have your drinker ring on anymore, do you?
I do not. Do you want me to put it on?
Okay. No. I'm not wearing mine right now either. I'm just
Okay.
making sure.
Cool. Waiting on your sign. There it is.
It's my sign.
It's your sign.
Okay. Ah. Didn't even see him.
Okay. Just about made it through this one without a hitch. There we are. Okay, now I'm hightailing it for the staircase, right?
Yeah. This way is the easiest way to do it. Oh, whoops. I hit a thing.
Nice.
More bead.
I'm gonna draw him up into this room where we fought the usurper.
Yeah, good idea. I'm gonna just go ahead and brain this guy real quick. Alright.
Are they still following? Isn't there a
Probably.
it's an illusion.
Bells are still dinging, so yeah.
What is behind this door? Oh, it's another ghosty.
And a chest.
Item ahead. Avalon. Never played with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. So what did we do wrong last time? I forget.
You ran into the wrong thing, and a guy rang a bell, and then some
Oh.
dude showed up, and
Yeah.
it kills you with a fireball.
This is true. Oops.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they got me again. Sorry. We're kind of close to the end of this run, though, I think, right? Because it loops back around to where...
Yeah,
Hendrik is.
the last little, like, chamber is kind of notoriously a difficult little spot.
Is that the one
but
that I keep dying in?
Huh?
Is that the one I keep dying in?
No.
Okay.
No. There's a spot after that where you have to go and find dudes who are ringing bells and kill them, or else they keep spawning the phantom guys over and over, and you have to fight a dragon rider in the same.
Yes.
Uh,
But
yeah.
also you
And
can
then
just kind
you
of
go
speed
in
through
and-
that room, I believe. Like, you can just ignore a lot of the enemies if you want to.
If you just want to run for Velstadt, yeah. You can. But there's like 2 chests in there and a bunch of other stuff.
I think what I did on my first playthrough is I ran before killing Velstadt, and then later when I was stronger, I came back and got them all cleared out.
Yeah. Dude.
Oop.
Dude.
Oh, I rang a bell. We're off to a great start.
I'm noticing that whenever these dudes fireball you, it like almost kills you in one hit.
Does a lot. Yeah.
What is your like health at?
Good question. Let's see. Once I'm not being attacked at all sides. I know I haven't upgraded it a ton. My what is it called in this game? Vigor is only 10.
Yeah.
And my HP is 1100.
Oh.
Not great.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a restat is in order.
Some health might be nice.
What's yours?
Let's see. My health stat, I think last I checked was like 17 something. Yeah,
Okay.
1749. Yeah. My vigor is 40.
40. Jeez.
Yeah, 40 vigor, 40 endurance, 10 vitality, 42 strength, 11 dex, 33 adaptability.
Yeah.
That's what I'm at. I haven't upgraded anything else.
Strength builds are kind of straightforward in that way. You just pump into strength and health and whatever your agility, or not your agility stat, but your stamina stat is.
Endurance.
Yeah.
But you had, haven't you upgraded your swords to where they just scale in strength and not int or something, right? Or vice versa?
One of them is drawing from magic, and one is doing physical damage. Because a lot of the bosses have magic resistance, pretty high magic resistance.
Right.
There's probably a smarter way to spec this character than the way that I've done it.
Maybe. It's just annoying because of adaptability is an annoying stat.
Adaptability, and then like you have to dump so many into whatever you need to power stance as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've also kind of been working towards slowly being able to use spells. And I could do it now, but holding the staff would slow me down a lot.
What level is your character?
My character is level 142.
That's the exact same level mine is.
Yep,
But I am not wearing any armor, so
true. Yeah.
you're wearing a very heavy set of armor actually, which means you're like
Are you there? Oh no. Cam, you cut out. I also don't see your sign. Hopefully this isn't a problem on my end. No, he dropped out of Discord. Any moment, we'll be playing Dark Souls 2. Hey, are you back? Oh, I hear you again. What happened?
Yeah. Discord just does this sometimes.
Okay, gotcha. Is your sign down?
I was asking like what your no, I went and leveled. I'm
Okay.
headed back now. I was asking what level your vitality is.
My vitality is 15.
15.
Yeah.
How the heck are you able to fast roll, carrying 2 Moonlight Greatswords and all of that armor with 15 vitality?
I don't know.
Yeah.
My adaptability is super high. I don't know if that affects it at all. That's a 38.
That doesn't really make sense.
Let's see. My equipment load is 61, and I'm holding 40.1, so I'm right below the threshold.
Are you wearing Havels or something?
I am not wearing Havels. I think this armor just maybe isn't as heavy as you think it is.
The 2 Greatswords are heavy though, right? Like, what do they weigh?
They're both 8.
Oh, okay. They're both way lighter than I thought.
Yeah.
Hey, Emo is here. What's up, Emo?
Ammo is here. Someone in the chat. What's up, buddy? We're in the crypt. We're playing Dark Souls 2. Here's a phantom that looks like Irma from our Dark Souls 1 run. And she's gone. Okay, this is the time. I can feel it. We're gonna do it. Now that we have ammo here for moral support.
Yeah, that's what it is. We need the boy. Oops, I hit a bell.
I'm dead again.
Dude, these phantoms are just shredding you.
They are messing me up. Maybe I need to be holding up the rear as we work our way through this area. I don't think I have a thing to do a restat. I think I've restatted already too many times. Well, no, I have one. I could restat one time. I'll do that at some point after the stream.
This soul vessel thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you could just do it whenever. It doesn't take very long.
Yeah, I feel like I would want to like do math to figure out all the percentages and stuff. Nobody wants to see that. We've made the people suffer enough.
Jeez, Emma, what were you guys doing till 4:30? Are you guys just playing Red Dead still?
I didn't know people were still actively playing Red Dead.
They're not, really. I mean, they are and they aren't. It's just... Sometimes, like, Emo we'll just like find something and get really into it for a while.
Would you recommend Red Dead 2? It is a game that I can play now that I have a PS4, but I don't have a lot of interest in it personally.
I've never played it, so I don't know.
Okay.
It never really, I never really had any interest in it either.
They're kind
It
of
seems
like
neat if you're
very long,
into that
open world
sort of
explory
thing.
game.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a lot of them.
I mean, it's a Rockstar game, right?
Yeah.
It's a Rockstar cowboy game. So like, if you like Rockstar and you like cowboys, I'm sure it's cool. But I've just never personally had any like draw to it.
Have you played either the original or the remake, Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, I played the original.
How long has it been since you played it?
I played it a long time ago.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I also played it a very long time ago on the PS2, probably when I was in high school, and I just played the remake for the first time in, I mean, well over 10 years, like interacting with this game. And for a while, you know, if you would have asked me, I probably would have told you that it was one of my favorite games of all time. But I really did not have a great time with the remake at all. And I think that it has a lot to do with how the technology of games have progressed since 2004 when that game came out. And with the remake, they just like did a one-to-one recreation of the game. They didn't like update any of the mechanics at all, and it plays like a PS2 game. You know, it's super clunky. A lot of the games that were inspired by it, like Breath of the Wild, like majorly improved on a lot of the mechanics, but the game just kind of acts like those things don't exist, even though it came out after Breath of the Wild and after Dark Souls and after so many things. It's just rough, and I was really sad to have a hard time with it like that.
Yeah, I don't care about remakes, like, ever. I never am interested in playing them. Like, it's just not something that I, like, it's just not, I don't care. Like, the game, I already played it, it's good. Like, I'm cool to leave it where it was. It had the impact that it had when it had it, I'm fine with that.
It's beautiful.
And,
I mean, and it's a game that kind of deserves to be beautiful.
Sure.
It just,
over here, by the way.
Hold on.
Do you see me?
Away from these dudes. I do not see you. But I'm
over here, turn around. Turn around.
Nope, I'm in a dead end.
Turn around.
Okay, hi. Thank you for saving my life.
I'm stuck, yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, well...
It's the other way. You can tell the path you're supposed to go on. It has like a little like divot in it. I'll show you next time.
Okay.
Just follow me next time.
Oh. Adding 2 deaths to the counter.
Yeah, Emma, I know that lots of people are like still into it. I kind of meant that more as like it's not something that people are like getting into now.
Right,
like it's something. Yeah, it's like if you know it's there, you might want to go back to it or whatever. But it's not like picking up a ton of new players or whatever, which is fine. It doesn't need. But yeah, like I don't know. Shadow of the Colossus is great. I don't want to have that messed with by playing any kind of remake. I don't care. It's not interesting to me to play a game that far divorced from its context, like around like what it was and how it was innovative at the time, and then like, yeah, I don't care.
Would you say that you wouldn't be interested in going back and playing the original either, just because we have moved? Society has passed beyond the need for Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's different. If you're like breaking out an old CRT and hooking a PS2 up to it and playing Shadow of the Colossus and understanding it to be what it is and of the time that it came out, then I think you would have a different experience.
Yeah.
Than playing it on like a new, like a current gen platform.
4K TV.
Yeah, and expecting it to live up to that, it's just not going to do it.
Right.
And if they did bother like redoing everything about it, at that point I'm like, why don't you just like put that effort into making something new? I don't know.
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't
also
make
heard
sense to me.
the third game that studio made, The Last Guardian, which was in development hell forever, it was not good.
Yeah.
Never played it.
I never played it either. I
Oh,
also like I liked Shadow of the Colossus, but I didn't particularly like Ico very much.
I didn't like Ico very much either. Damn.
Yeah, so it is what it is. I think that that studio is kind of like a bit of a like
One-hit
sacred
wonder.
cow or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
people
captured
don't like to
lightning in a
talk
bottle.
about the issues that it has with some games or whatever.
Right.
I guess there would be a difference in the whole remake thing, like when it comes to stuff like the Final Fantasy thing. Like I don't
Oh yeah.
personally care at all about that. Like I think the remake like looks good or whatever. But I could see an argument for, I mean, this is like a completely new game, like
It
with the
is.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we all know that Square Enix is not making anything new and impressive. So if they're gonna like do anything with their old properties, like if they're gonna be doing anything new, then they're gonna put it onto
They're gonna graft it on top
an
of
old property
a
that they know is
brand.
gonna sell. So
Yeah.
yeah, yep, they sure are, and that's fine. But yeah,
Okay.
I think the Final Fantasy VII like remake looks really good.
so
but
you know the
I would
path
never
here,
play.
right?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna follow you.
Yeah.
We can make a beeline for it.
It's this one.
Nice. Stress-free. Here it is. And we're about to see the really cool view, right?
What?
We're about to see the cool view with all the statues.
Oh yeah, that's coming up in a sec. Yeah.
Jumping required ahead. Try front. Are we
So
going
do you
in
see
here?
where we are now?
Yeah,
Just
we're back to
if
where
you're
we came.
yeah, if you die now and you'll respawn out of the pit
We should
or
start
the
at the
ditch
first
thing.
bonfire. Yeah.
It's right over there. No, you'll start over here,
Hmm.
and then just come out here,
Yep.
and then turn to your right, and then you'll be on the way to the statue thing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then this is the run to Velstadt, right?
Mhm.
Nice.
Hey Ted, what's up?
Hey Ted, is this a mimic? Liar ahead. Hmm. Oh wait, what does this say? Enemy ahead.
Hold on,
What?
hold on. Just use one of your. Just use a charm.
Oh yeah.
I missed.
Hold on.
Let me aim at it a little better. Here we go. Man,
Back up.
does he only? Okay, he's just gonna throw it. I need to map it real quick. But yeah, I think there's like this weird thing with like games wanting to make like there's people wanting like remakes of old games. It's just not. I don't care. Like I don't know.
How do you feel about? And I guess you're a little biased because you haven't played the original. But what are your thoughts on the Demon Souls remake? Like, are you excited that that's
I
available?
don't care.
No.
No, I'm not gonna play it. I don't care. Like it's neat that it's there, I guess, if people want to play it. But I don't care.
Yeah.
I missed the bus. It's okay. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it. I don't want it particularly. It's not gonna provide me with any kind of like new.
Well, another example,
Yeah.
and I'm glad we're
all
talking about this
good.
because I just remembered. I also last week played Metroid Zero Mission, which is a remake of the NES Metroid, and that went from being my least favorite Metroid game to maybe being my favorite Metroid game. Like it is such a perfect remake, and I guess the difference there is that it's taking a game that was very frustrating because of the limitations of its hardware and getting rid of those limitations and making it actually fun.
That's fine. Like I don't have any kind of issue with that, but at the same time, it's sort of like, does it add like value for me personally as somebody who would rather have seen them just like make another Metroid game?
Which
No.
they're also doing
You know what
that,
I mean?
fortunately.
Sure, yeah, but like, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, you've got all this time and effort where it's like that you would need to make like a good, quote unquote, like a good remake.
Yeah.
Then like just make something else. Who cares? Like I just can't. I mean, people like it. I don't know. I'm in the minority here in that I just think it's kind of a waste of time. But I
think
don't
that
know.
I would be more. I would feel more the way that you feel if there was a bit more in the way of like archiving and availability of older generations of games. Like I really wish all platforms had something like what the Wii U Virtual Console eventually was, right? Where it's just like a digital library of almost every game that has ever been successful from this developer, right? And like just being able to emulate it on the new thing. But unfortunately, there's like almost zero way to play games from old generations unless you're just like you have held on to old hardware or you're willing to spring for used copies of old hardware and old software.
Well, see, like this is where I think emulation comes in. Like I think that, like we have at this point very like
at something, by the way. Is there something over here?
Yeah, there's two chests right here.
Cool.
And I think that this is where emulation comes in, and just like taking ROMs of these games. Like if the developer, I mean, whatever, call me whatever, but like if the developer is not going to like release an accessible copy of the game, then steal it. IMO, just take it. I don't care. Like if the developer isn't going to release it,
them because they're not asking for money.
If they're just going to create like false scarcity, especially how they do with like with some games, like just get a ROM. Who cares? Just take it. We have good emulators now. If you have a decent enough computer, and if you don't, then
Cam, are you there? Your Discord dropped out again. Okay, well, fingers crossed for us with Velstadt. Caveman still with me? I don't see him. Why does he not be on the fog gate? Cam!
Hello?
Hey! Why is Captain Caveman still standing behind the fog gate?
Discord dropped again. Sorry, I'm here. Oop. Man, Velstat's so cool.
He's very cool. What is his power-up thing he does? I forget. He rings a bell.
He gets like darkness stuff on him. He's like he's a cleric, but he's like been down here so long that his like soul is all jacked up. Yeah, basically. All right, he's doing it.
Is this an AOE, or is it just a power-up?
I think it's a power up, yeah.
That just means he hits harder? Or
he takes less damage.
He takes less damage, that's right.
Yeah.
Ugh. Man, I was rolling so good at the beginning of this fight.
Royal Aegis.
Rip to the
Got
Royal
him.
Aegis. Victory achieved. I'm surprised your Phantom is still here. Bite. Okay.
I'll go wait for you at the fork.
Yes. So
yeah.
Here we are. We're headed to the crypt, or we're headed through the crypt to find Vendrick, and we walk in, and it's Vendrick.
There he is.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about how cool this is, and anything else worth talking about here? So
Uh,
he's in a kiln, right? Like this is essentially the kiln of the first flame of Dark Souls 2, right?
more or less, kind of like, well, not really. Like the kiln is basically the Throne of Want, like that where we
Okay.
get to at the end. But
So why is he here?
he is there because they. So we've throughout the whole like game, right? It's been like, oh, Vendrick this, Vendrick that, and you learn like, oh, he was this big, strong, like super strong dude. Everybody loved him, and he was very charismatic, and yada yada yada. But then he made some missteps,
Right.
and you find with that little like reveal there that like Vendrick himself has like been cursed, and also he is sealed away.
Yes.
The same way that someone like maybe like Havel, like in the first game, has been like sealed away.
But Havel was sealed away by someone else. Has he sealed himself away?
It's unclear.
Yeah.
It's unclear. Like what Vendrick was doing, like why he like. It's unclear as to whether It appears. I mean, his armor is there, as if at one point he went in fully, human.
And
But maybe knew that like he was losing his purpose or whatever, and he has since like kind of shuffled the armor off, and his only like thing he remembers is like his sword, right? Like he just knows like martial strength, like that's the only thing he remembers. And Velstadt, who is like his super loyal, the Royal Aegis guy, he is just there basically protecting that image, like of like, well, Vendrick was a cool guy, but now he has like completely lost his mind. And it's really cool in the same way that kind of the Gwyn stinger is in Dark Souls 1 of like, oh, you're getting this guy built up, and you get to him, and he's so diminished by the time you get to him that he's actually like...
This is like head and shoulders above what they do with Gwyn in Dark Souls 1.
Sure, it just kind of rhymes with it a little bit, I guess. And
but I always I have struggled with Gwyn more than his reputation has suggested that I should, right? And maybe that's just me being bad at Dark Souls, but I've always kind of recognized that like this is somebody who knows he's at the end of his life, he's not at the height of his powers, but he's still a formidable opponent. He's still a threat.
Sure.
And this guy doesn't even recognize that I exist.
Yeah, I think that Gwyn is supposed to be formidable to an extent. Like he's supposed to be like, the last little gasp of energy or power that he can muster is supposed to still be threatening, but Vendrick wasn't Gwyn. Vendrick was just like a dude that was really, really good and strong or whatever. And you see like basically what that having that as a purpose essentially does to him is like hollow him out, and to the point where he like literally doesn't know like what he's doing or where he is anymore. Very, very cool. And you kind of are like, oh, well then what do I do now?
And the pacing in circles thing is brilliant too. Instead of just having him sitting in the corner somewhere, or having him dead, or having him just like standing stock still, like it is an expression of his madness, and also like kind of rhymes with the dark sign and the symbol of the cycle in all these games, right?
Well, it's also kind of like he knows he needs to do something, but he like can't remember what it is anymore. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't even know like what he's supposed to do, but he knows he's not supposed to be like inactive. So he like continues to move around.
I know that Vadi's reading of this, or at least his initial reading, was that like he had locked himself away to kind of like keep power away from Nishandra. But I think that you could also maybe read it as like Nishandra has locked him away.
Yeah, or at least kind of talked him into locking himself away or
Right.
something like that. You know, like you're doing the right thing, but in reality it's like, well, this just gets you out of the way.
Right.
But his sort of like the like mindless shuffling thing has always like really stuck out to me. And also very interesting. I was talking to you yesterday that I just now recently listened to that Caretaker album, like the Everywhere at the End of Time thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a track name in it that's like a confusion so deep that you forget forgetting, right? And
Yeah.
I think that like this is an album that's like, I don't know, you could go look it up if you're interested, but it's just this really depressing and chaotic like audio album thing about dementia or whatever.
The Caretaker, as an artist, he makes sample-based music around constructed out of like musty old like 78 RPM jazz records, and he like just takes the instrumental parts of it and like
kind of interesting
degrades them.
Like, yeah, I didn't know this, but like all of the, I mean, this is kind of an aside, but like I was reading about him and I found out that like he takes like clean samples and then messes them up. Like in the actual album, when you're listening to it, the bits of music that come through, the like ballroom music and stuff like that, they sound as if they're being played like on like a warbly record player, right?
Like on an actual phonograph, like with the big brass horn coming out of it or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And you could more easily attain the sound that he has created by just doing that, you know, like going to to a record store and finding these records and then playing them through that and using like a field recorder or something.
Yeah.
But instead he takes like the cleanest samples he can find of them and then wants to age them digitally himself, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah. The other comparison
but anyway,
that I would make would be to like William Basinski's Disintegration Loops. Have you listened to that? You have, yeah. I mean, like, and those are all about like analog deterioration of audio, and it's really interesting to hear that the Caretaker is doing that artificially with the digital.
But anyway, like this is the album is like about dementia basically, and like the losing of your faculty to remember, and that like, I don't know, it's interesting how that is mirrored here in general, like because of or just I guess Dark Souls 2 in general, of like how often you are reminded that people don't really know what they're doing. They're just kind of like doing stuff.
Following
and
seems
I just
to have a different
the
resonance in this game than it does in Dark Souls 1. Like in Dark Souls 1, it seems mostly to be focused on like whether or not people are holding on to their purpose in life or their meaning in life. And here it's more of like an organic part of the life cycle. You know, as people get older, they start to lose their memory and they start to lose their way. And it feels much more like the universal experience of old age or dementia than the more.
I think it's really interesting
in the first game.
Yeah, for sure. And like in the first game too, there's this sort of like this bit about hollowing is kind of always associated with like savagery.
Yeah.
Like it's like things that are reduced to like hollowing are typically become like these like these like mindless kind of like killing machines. Like that's like what they are, what
and
they feel they must do.
Like this is not Oscar going hollow in the asylum and forgetting who I am and attacking me. He will not attack me unless I attack him.
Right.
Which Ammo asked, am I about to fight Vendrick? I don't think so. I think that I do need to at one point or another. But I think I read that you should fight him later after you do the giant memories, right? Like he becomes easier after the giant memories somehow. Do you know how that all works?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I never mess with Vendrick. I've done it before, but it's been so long ago that I don't really remember the
you
whole
have
process
to get the true ending of the game, I believe. And I
Yeah,
did not
well-
get it on my first playthrough of this game because I assumed like, oh, this guy's not aggressive. I can get his ring without harming him. I
Yes.
think what the game wants me to do is not harm him and leave. But you can't
Yeah.
get the ending where you fight Aldia unless you kill him before you kill Nishandra, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that... Oh, wait, actually, before I leave, did you have something else you were going to say?
No, not really. I think it's kind of interesting, like, that I sort of, like, decided to take the plunge on that album, like, yesterday, sort of on a whim.
Yeah.
And then, like, here we are, like, with the Vendrick thing.
Yeah.
And how that
There's also...
reverberates with that is interesting to me.
There was a essay that I shared on Twitter that somebody pointed me towards recently that is called... You can find it yourself if you want to read the whole thing. It's really good. It's on Vice. It's called How Dark Souls 2 Reflects Our Historical and Political Anxieties. It's by a guy named Brendan Vance. And he talks about like the political underpinnings of all these games, but he specifically focuses on this moment and like this little... what would you call it? Oh gosh, it's a word that starts with a V. I don't know. This tableau.
Vignette.
Tableau is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And here's what he says about it. I just wanted to read this really quickly. He says, "I realize now why Dark Souls has gone on haunting me. In presenting a world where it's too late for heroes yet too early for the apocalypse, the series mirrors one of our greatest contemporary anxieties. In the previous age, our worries resided in things like atom bombs, our sudden and final erasure from the world, everyone gone in a flash of light as if we'd never even been here. Presently, however, we fear our demise might be more protracted. We fear climate change and the exhaustion of all our non-renewable resources. We fear the thought that as a species we've passed over that great hill and we've made all these irreversible bad decisions, and now all that's left is to pace forever in circles while the light never quite finishes dwindling." Which is really good writing and like a really, I think, sharp reading of what this game and these games are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also think it's like it does kind of have this sort of feeling to it as well that I think can kind of resonate with a lot of people, where you hear all this stuff about like how great of a, like, quote unquote, like of a great man, you know, that someone like Vendrick or whatever was.
Yeah.
And then you find him as he is, and it sort of like strikes you with this feeling of like, oh, well, like if he couldn't do it, then like I obviously can't do it either. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's,
yeah.
And that it kind of like reminds me of the way that some people will talk about like the need for, you know, radical or immediate change, like sort of in the current state of the world, like with stuff like climate change, like looming and all that.
Right.
And then like looking back at figures like, you know, like Stokely Carmichael and or like all that type of stuff,
Right.
and being like, oh well, like this dude, like this person, like tried, and like look what happened to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's
or
the
like
guy who was murdered by the FBI? Not MLK, the really young dude.
Are you talking about like the it's like the thing that like that Judas and the Black Messiah movie is about, right?
Yes.
God, what is that
Why
guy's
am I
name?
forgetting this guy's name? Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
I will think of it. Give me just a
Yeah.
second. It's like
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So like it's that thing, you know,
Yeah.
like looking back at like people like that. I mean, and yeah, also literally MLK.
Literally
like,
MLK,
it's
yeah.
like not, yeah, where you're like, well, like this person gave it a whack, and look what happened to them, and how difficult that could be sometimes, like
Right.
mentally, for people to sort of overcome that.
And yet, I don't
and
think these games are like pushing nihilism, really. Like
No,
they're
I don't
very
think so either, but-
depressive and can be depressing because they're like a very clear-eyed view of like the doom that we are facing, right? But they are
Yeah.
also, like, as we talked about when we were streaming the first game, like, because they are a video game, because they are presenting challenges and offering multiple opportunities to complete those challenges, they are like forcing you to, you know, muster up the gumption to keep trying.
Right. Yeah, it's looking it, but it is like engaging with that. I think would be what it. I don't think that the games are nihilist, but I think that they engage with the idea that nihilism is there, and how easy it is to kind of like fall into that kind of mode of thought, and how understandable it is. And like, I think that the game is like, I think that the games are like empathetic with that, of like being like, it's not really anybody's singular fault if they like look at the way stuff has worked and decide like, well, you know, just kind of throw their hands up and say like, well, you know, what am I supposed to do about that?
And in the first game, when somebody goes hollow, they become an enemy. And I was talking to Michael about this, like talking about hollowing as a metaphor for giving up hope or losing your purpose or whatever. And he kind of had trouble with that as an allegory, like, oh, are we supposed to hate the people who have lost hope, or are we supposed to, you know, take up arms against the people who have lost hope or whatever? And I don't necessarily think that's what the first game is trying to say, but I think it is kind of an unfortunate implication of like how it tends to pan out in that game. I think this game is much more empathetic towards the hollowing and the hollow.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's a little bit of a reductive reading of like what hollowing is in the first game, right? Like I personally feel as if like even the language that other people use about it are constantly saying like, well, don't do it, you know what I mean, like, don't, try not to, but they're also saying like that they see them as like pitiable,
right?
And it's like, I don't know, I mean, if you want to think about, if you want to take like the nihilism route and look at like what it is to lose hope or whatever, that is pretty pitiable, you know what I mean?
I think that if I have to take a stance on whether or not people should or should not have hope, like, I'm always going to say that they should have hope, right?
But I think that like the whole thing of like, oh, well, you know, you have to fight against the people who have themselves hollowed, and seeing that as like, is the game asking us to do that?
Yeah.
I think number one, it's kind of taking a kind of a Goofus and Gallant approach of like, oh, what should or shouldn't you do? Which I don't think that
the game is much more ambiguous and complicated than that. Yeah.
And I also think that like you could very also just as easily read it as like others who have fallen to that attempting to rob you of that as well, and not necessarily saying that that means that you should literally kill them.
And there are a lot of characters that you do literally kill that you are then made to feel very bad about the fact that you killed them. Like, you killed them with incomplete information, and it was a bad idea for you to kill, like, Quelaag, for example.
Right, yeah. But like I like not really necessarily like to kill them, but it like I think that it's fine to kind of make the assertion like you should steel yourself against it in some kind of way.
Steel yourself against like, becoming one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Emo. By the way, I'm at Aldea's Keep. I tried to put my sign down before that. If you go to Ruined Fork and then just go to like the center door on the way out of it up top, then just take that up to the King's Door and you'll get to Aldea's Keep. Emo says, I forget, why are certain characters like Vendrick here so big, like Smo or Torius? Tried to read about it online and it isn't really explained. Yeah, in these games there's kind of this weird thing with, especially with characters who were great in the past, where they appear kind of literally larger than life. Like they appear to be like a little bit bigger than people. And I think it's just sort of a visual like signal of like power.
There is a weird inconsistency to it in the first game where Gwyn is mostly a normal-sized person, but his daughter Guinevere is enormous.
Well, I mean, there's lots of stuff there, right? Because the Guinevere you see isn't real.
That's true.
But I mean, you do see statues around Anne Orlando that seem to imply that she is this kind of like giant lady.
Yeah. She always has been.
But always has been.
Came out of the womb that big somehow.
I think that like in general, it just the game tries to communicate like power through scale. A lot of the times. And whether it's like physical power or like magical power in the case of something like Priscilla or something like that. And sometimes that means that they want to make characters like really big And then sometimes they are intentionally kind of subverted, like with Gwyn, where it's you would imagine like, oh, I've seen all these statues of him where he's so big and all this stuff,
Right.
and then you actually run into him and he's just like not very much bigger than you. Yeah. Chances, depending on the mom size, don't want to imagine that.
It's
Yeah.
really weird that Gwyn's wife is never mentioned in Dark Souls 1. Because for
How
a
about
while,
that?
I thought that Guinevere was his wife until later going and looking at family trees and learning that
Almost
she
as
was the daughter.
almost as if Gwyn has a vested interest in retaining like a patriarchal image without the idea of like
Right.
a like strong like on his level woman who was able to like help him father children or whatever.
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I think that's like it's what the implication is like that Gwyn would be like, oh well, it's all about me, because that's what Gwyn is always like.
Right.
And so I can't like even mention the person who would have helped me like create this life.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess there's also the implication too that Gwyn has sort of like some nods towards like creator deity stuff, and so it could be
Yeah,
that Gwyn
it's
just like
very
made
ambiguous.
them out of nothing.
It's very possible.
But
Ex nihilo. Yeah.
yeah, I've always read it more as like Gwyn sort of like stuffing that down, like whoever it
Yes.
is that
it
was
is my
their mother.
reading, and we talked about this 2 weeks ago or 2 sessions ago. Like, I don't think that the gods in Dark Souls are actually gods. They're just people who have cultivated a certain type of power that you, the player, can also cultivate.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. Also, I mean, I think it's a distinction without a difference, right? I think that's like the main. I think that's the main thing it's driving at, is that they are similar enough, like whether they are actually the same exact like physical biological makeup as you or not, they're close enough.
Yeah.
To where it doesn't really matter. They've just accrued enough power to do X or Y or Z thing with. Yeah.
Okay, I am in Aldia's keep.
I couldn't put my sign down until you're right inside of it. Like after you've lit the bonfire and walked up the stairs and stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like poison dogs or something running around
Little
here.
doggies. Yeah, they're portrayed as gods because they're just super powerful, like Lucia was saying. Yeah, it's like, it's also kind of, there is sort of like this hoarding to it with all of them except for the pygmy, where they just are like, well, we are the first people here, and they're the victors,
Right.
and so it's, you know,
They get to
the old
write
adage
history.
of like, the
Yeah.
victors write history, you know, so.
Okay, dogs are dead. Bonfire is lit. I need to go into the actual building. You said?
Yeah, I couldn't put my sign down until we were actually inside the building.
Cool.
But yeah, needless to say, the whole bit with Vindrick has caused a bit of a, I think it's sort of a lasting image for a lot of people, and for very good reason.
Oh, invaded.
Wow.
Fortunately.
Oh yeah, it's
I summoned you
Lucatiel.
first. No, it's
It's
somebody
or not
else.
not Lucatiel, but her
Aslutil?
brothers. Yeah, it's her brother.
Looks like Lucatiel. Bodied. Oh man. Very good. This
I love this. I love this area. It's like my favorite area in the game, maybe.
this carriage a rockin'.
Don't come a knocking.
Let's see.
All right, let's light some torches, huh?
Oh, I forgot about that. Do I need to use a butterfly?
I'll get it. Don't worry about it. I think I have like 20 of them. Yeah, I'm 19. Oh, I can't light it. Haha, you have to.
I got it. Set light.
It's true, Ted. They don't. They do not expect it. That's what makes me so
Oh, wait.
dangerous.
What is
Where
up
is the
with
guy?
this?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Every time you light a torch, it spawns one of these dudes.
Oh. I don't think I did that.
Oh yeah. It's how you get the little like side room open.
Oh. He has a life hunt scythe? Is that what that is?
I don't know.
It's
Maybe.
cool. I like it. I wish the life hunt sight was a little better, because it would be one of my favorite weapons in Dark Souls 1 if it was.
I'm a big fan of how crappy scythes are in these games, because because they're like an idiotic, beyond belief weapon. Like it's not like it's just kind of like a fantasy thing,
Yeah,
you know?
it's a farmer's tool.
Yeah,
It
it's just
turns
very
into
funny
a
that
mythological thing.
right.
Do all these
They're a
guys,
neat weapon,
all these
but-
mirrors have dudes that come out of them?
3 of them do.
Here he is. This is
Ted
mirror
says,
idea.
"Hey Swafford, how do you feel about Nickelodeon cartoons?" This has actually been a hot button topic lately.
Oh no.
So
Well,
I would also like to hear what you
I do
think
not have
about
cable, so I can't watch Nickelodeon even if I wanted
that.
to.
No, just previous, like in your childhood when you
Ah.
were a baby.
I watched a lot of Nickelodeon cartoons.
Mhm.
I would say I don't know if I have a stance on like Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network or anything like that. But I have fond memories of watching Nickelodeon cartoons. I would go to bat for something like SpongeBob, still being like a really good comedy show for kids that is like deeply weird.
Spang Bab. Mm-hmm.
Why has there been discourse about Nickelodeon cartoons?
Not discourse, but discussion because they're like making like a Nickelodeon Smash Brothers, basically.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That
but it
sounds
like
a bad
actually.
idea.
It's made by like a dev that is good, and it like is gonna have like rollback netcode and stuff.
Okay.
And they like released they released like a trailer that had like several characters like in it, like who we know will be in it.
Okay. So
and
who do we know?
so
is-
we were-
Who are the confirmed characters?
So SpongeBob and Patrick are there,
course.
right? Sandy's there.
Any of
We
the
got
Rugrats?
no Rugrats, which is good. I don't like them.
I'm imagining Angelica in a fighting game, and I think that could work. I could see it.
I do not like or condone the Rugrats. And let's see who else. Nigel Thornberry is in it.
Oh my
who is who?
God.
That's who I'm gonna be playing.
Hilarious.
Let's see. The powdered toast man from Ren and Stimpy
Oh my gosh.
is in it. So that's a bit of a that one's nice. Danny Phantom.
The Crimson Chin, is he gonna be in it?
No word on the chin yet.
You gotta have the Crimson Chin. He's the Captain Falcon of this game, right?
Who knows? I'm trying to think. Oh, Invader Zim is kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
looking like
that makes sense.
he's gonna have like an ice climbers thing with Gurr,
Good.
right? Like
Love that.
yeah.
How up to date does this game get?
Oh,
'Cause
also Oblina from All Real Monsters, the girl monster
one
from
is
All Real
that?
Monsters. She's like the one that looks kind of like an umbrella. She's like a black and white snake
Black and white
lady with
stripes.
arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like one really new cartoon that they had like the character from that I don't remember what it's called. Yeah. Also, like they released like kind of this big, massive like group of silhouettes. Hang, put your torch out. Just put an old lockstone in over there.
Okay, one sec.
Loud House, that's what it's called, Chance. Thank you. Yeah, they put a guy in from a cartoon called Loud House, which is new.
Okay.
And
Is
I'm
this a
trying to
bonfire?
think.
Oh, it lights
No.
it up. Cool.
It lights up the whole area, though. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be funny.
What is the
I'm
dev
excited
made?
They made a game called Slap City, which was
Okay.
kind of like an indie like Melee clone,
Okay.
like Super Smash Bros. Melee. So it's cool that they're getting a little bit more of a budget and getting an IP to play with.
Love this little
There's another-
mad scientist room that we're in right now.
There's another torch down here.
Another thing I need to light.
Yeah.
A sconce.
Yeah.
Oh, and this leads us to a bonfire, right?
Wait, what?
Oh. There is a bonfire down here somewhere.
Oh, right. I forgot about Hey Arnold. See, this is why we were talking about it in the Discord. Because, like, there are some Nicktoons that I think are just really awful. That
Hey
people
Arnold
really
was a
love
weird
it.
one.
I did not like Hey Arnold or Doug. I hated those shows. I was
They're
a
the
little
most,
kid.
like, social realism cartoons I think I've ever seen. Got him. Stay dead. Oh, no, he's not dead.
Uh-oh, I missed him.
Now stay dead. Okay.
But yeah, they also like there's like this big silhouette thing that people were like looking at, and like you can tell that like one of them is probably like Korra from like the Avatar thing.
Yeah, they gotta have the
Yeah.
Avatar people in there.
Yeah, there's none of them in the trailer at all.
Are they gonna put
so-
what's the name of the fire girl who's evil? She should definitely
don't know.
be in it.
I've never seen.
Oh, you
Avatar.
haven't seen Avatar? I forgot. This is a recurring
Yeah.
thing.
In there.
What? Is this the bonfire? Locked.
Hit this.
Oh yeah.
We'll get that door open. Don't worry.
Yeah, you gotta get the monster to do it, right?
Yeah.
Oop. Rolled too late. Man, this guy's got a lot of
Oh.
health.
Yeah, they all do. Chance says Azula. Is that what you're
Azula,
thinking of?
That is the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any repair powder on you by any chance?
No. I gave you all my repair powder a long time ago.
Good. Okay. Well, let me swap out this Moonlight Greatsword for the other one.
That's the last. Torch. We can go back to the front now,
Okay.
and you can even
There
you can
is
even
a
sit.
fire somewhere in here, right? I know.
You could even
Heather-
go back and sit at the bonfire if you wanted to. Like you almost always have to do like 2 runs through this.
There's a couple that
to
we
get the-
skipped, I think, right?
A couple of what?
Bonfires?
You mean torches?
No, bonfires. I thought
Oh, I don't know.
there was one in there with the mad scientist room, and there was one in the house somewhere. I thought.
Like in that little house outside, yeah.
Huh. Oop.
All right, go stand in front of the dragon.
Oh, I did not do this.
Wait, heal. Wait, wait, no. Okay.
What?
There you go.
I'll
And it
be
should give you a key.
Oh, so
Yeah,
that's
and that
the
will let us
door
get
that was
in
had
the side
chains on it?
doors, yeah. No, that you have to get the monster to break, but
Okay.
it'll get you into the little side door things.
Man, these rockin' carriages are so funny.
I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, can you warp out before you do that?
Oh, right, yeah. Absolutely.
Let me catch up on the chat here once I get to a bonfire. I should also level. I can level. Let's see. Chance said, the descent into madness Azula has during Avatar Last Airbender is one of the best character build-ups, or teardowns. Yeah, I agree. I really like Azula. I mean, I think everybody does. Hard not to think that is a really well-written character, I think.
Bearer of the until hope.
Oh man, I'm so close to getting another level. Do I have any soul items? I do. Perfect.
There.
Nice. Okay, let's go back. Ted says, hey Swapper, did you just do the Radiance ending of Hollow Knight, or did you do the harder Radiance fight? I don't know what the harder Radiance fight is, so probably not. I thought there were only the two endings. There was the ending where you fight the is it called the Hollow Knight? I forget. And then there was the ending where you fight the Radiance, and there's a bunch of DLC stuff, which I did not bother with.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
You're back. Well, where... I guess I'll go to the same spot you put your sign down before, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I ran to the bonfire real quick to heal my club, and then I'm headed back.
You'll be happy to hear that my health has increased from 10 to 15 over the course of our session today. I've put all my levels into it.
Wow.
So... Where are you?
It is down.
Cool. Yeah, Ted, I don't think that I did the Radiance fight that you're talking about. I did a Radiance fight, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in a video game. Like that and Orphan of Kos are probably like the two things that I struggled with the most in you know, my adult life as a gamer.
As a gamer.
As a gamer. Yeah, why do you want a harder Radiance? Like, who would do that to themselves?
Okay, on my way.
Oh man, the whole bone dinosaur is just gone now. This doesn't look like a Museum of Natural History anymore.
He blows up. Well, his body is still up there. It's just his big old neck gets out of the way. I love this area. It's so cool.
It's very cool. As we've talked about in previous streams, it is a little underused, as it is an area we'll go to soon. Maybe not today. I don't know.
Yeah, we could probably push it off till the next. You could probably do it in the beginning of the next one, I guess. Like if you were, I don't know if you were still wanting to try and do that without me or what, but like pushing off the next zone. It's not a very long area.
Right.
The next part is not.
How
so.
long have we been going today? I wouldn't mind
about
a bit longer than usual.
We've been going at an hour 45. So.
Oh, okay. What's your level of interest in making this a longer stream? Because we were thinking about maybe having next time be the last one for Dark Souls 2.
Well, like, I think we can pretty easily, like, if we get up to the boss up here and run through it, then you would just have to... Next stream would just be Dragonary, Giant Memories, and Nashandra, so...
Is that all?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And I mean, you could go back and do Vendrick, which, you know, is whatever.
No, yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of, because there's Vendrick and there's Aldia, which I have not done and I want to do in this run.
Right.
So, Giant Memories, you know, Throne Watcher, Throne Defender, Vendrick, Nashandra, Aldia. That seems like a good amount, but I don't know if we think we could also squeeze Dragon Eerie in, and have that be, you know, a reasonable length of time. We could do that.
Yeah, we could start it. I'll tell you what, let's just start it and see what it's looking like, you know. Dragon area is a short area,
oh, no,
but it
it's
can
a
also
mimic!
be yeah, It's a mimic. Every chest in this room is a mimic.
Okay. Well, I should have known. Alia, you trickster.
But yeah, we'll just see what time is looking like once we actually get to the Eyrie and how it's feeling, all that jazz. Because it might take us a few more runs to get through this spot if you keep opening up mimic chests.
Right. Ted, I didn't know that you were currently playing through Hollow Knight. Are you doing it for the first time, or are you replaying Hollow Knight right now?
It might be a little presumptuous here, and Ted could stop me, but I think that Ted is kind of always in the stages of playing Hollow Knight. Like
Meaning,
all,
like,
he
he
loves
playing
it.
for the
It's like
first
one of
time
his
for a
favorite
long
games.
time, or
No. He's played through it a few times
okay, gotcha.
and stuff. I'm pretty sure. He loves it. Like it's a yeah.
That's Souls 1 for me. I just got to credits for the 6th time in Souls 1 the other day.
So when you say that you and your little sister and your wife were talking or were playing Bloodborne for fun, quote unquote, were you playing Bloodborne and they were there?
We were
or
passing
was it
the controller back and forth
Okay.
with every death.
Okay, gotcha. Oh right, I forgot that Bloodborne is like the one that Jesse actually kind of likes.
Jessie likes
bit.
Bloodborne, yeah, but she has yet to get past the first little pair of werewolves before the cleric beast. So when we play, it's that section.
The first section.
Eventually, she will beat them and then see the cleric beast and nope out of the game.
Ah, gotcha.
I think that's how that'll go. But I am hoping. I'm trying to get her to.
Whoa.
I'm trying to see if she would be interested in like coming on stream with us when we do Bloodborne, just to watch and give commentary, because she's a DM for D&D right now, running a campaign that's like all based around Lovecraft stuff, and I think that Bloodborne could potentially give her some ideas for the campaign.
Man, I want to run / play Call of Cthulhu again.
Yeah, I've never done it.
Ted says, talked about it in an earlier stream, played it earlier, kind of got frustrated with Deep Neat, and got interested again, maybe thinking about this stream and thinking about how I was playing it for Hollow Knight.
Deep Nest is an area in Hollow Knight. Oh, so he's never finished the game?
I guess not.
He's just always playing it?
I just know that he's talked about it for a long time.
Interesting.
For a while, anyway.
Yeah. Ted, if you have not finished the game, I would not recommend trying to do the harder version of the Radiance. I think that the Radiance is hard enough as it is. Like, borderline insanity for me to imagine, like, wanting a harder boss than the Radiance.
I think he meant Jesse is DMing a game there.
Jesse is DMing
Ted.
a game, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? A gargoyle?
Yeah, don't hit it yet. Don't hit it yet.
Okay.
Never
No,
mind.
I didn't even hit it. I just walked up to it.
Well, yeah, if you get in there, he gets mad.
I did the like 8 gargoyle fight on my own off stream once, and it was fun. Took a lot of tries, but it was fun.
Kind of a fun aside, talking about like games that, just kind of other games that we're playing right now.
Yeah.
Me and Jessica and Mev and Kev have been playing through the new like multiplayer Super Mario Brothers game that's on the Switch, and we have been having
Super
a blast.
Mario, the one that was originally a Wii U game.
I think that's the one.
Super Mario
I don't know.
3D Land or 3D World, whatever.
Something like that. Ow.
One with Bowser's Fury in it.
I think it's that one. I don't
I've heard
really
it's
remember
super
though.
good.
I love all those stupid games, man. The multiplayer ones too. This is a side scroller, by the way, that I'm talking about.
Well, then that's not the one I'm thinking of. You're thinking of New Super Mario Bros.
That's the one.
Deluxe. They all have terrible names.
Yeah, it's impossible to
Terrible,
determine which one is
interchangeable
which.
names. Even like Super Mario 3D Land, there was a 3DS version of it called Super Mario 3D World or something. And I may be getting those two confused. Like, they're just horrible at naming those games for some reason.
Right. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's the one that has like the flying squirrel suit and stuff in it.
Yes.
And we've been having a good time.
Hold on, I need to back up and heal.
We needed to draw this man out. Let him come this way. Might want to take a little sippy.
Oh, I did.
There you go. Oh, you're just dodging right into his
I
stuff.
dodged right into him. No! Okay, is he dead? Nope, he is.
No.
certainly
Don't
not.
kill him yet.
Don't kill him. Oh,
We
that's
need
right.
him. We need him.
I
Yeah.
was about to kill that man. He's gonna release this dude too, right?
Yeah. Yes, we want him to release this dude,
Okay.
and then we'll kill him, and then we'll have the other dude
Okay.
to open the other door. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the weak one, right? Yeah.
He's dead. All right. Now we can rough this guy up a little bit before we get him to unlock the other door.
Okay. That's probably good. Is this the door? Does this take us to the boss?
No. This is just another chest.
Open? It's
No,
not
he did.
open.
He used his grab. Now
There
it's
we
open.
are. Should we kill him now?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, hit that chest.
Hit it? Is it a mimic?
Well, I mean, get it.
Okay. Because we hit a couple of others recently. Malformed shell. I don't know what that is.
I think it's some kind of like upgrade item. All right,
Is
and
that a
then
mimic
another
shell?
dude's gonna break out of there.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, open those doors.
Oh yeah, you have to open it, and you have to take some damage, I think.
I think he breaks out of the next one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
So you
Do
walk
I have
up
to
and then
open
back
that
up. Back up. There he goes. Yeah.
I didn't back up fast enough. His famous sitting attack.
Ah! There it goes.
Rip.
All right, let's fight a dadgum dragon, huh?
I like this fight. I think it's
Yeah,
fun.
it's cool. I like that you can knock his tail off even with a club. I like to hit his tail so much with a club that it comes off.
Oh, I keep accidentally moonbeaming when I mean to do the other heavy attack. Oh!
What's the matter, Swaffer? Getting burned, boy?
I am.
Cut his tail
Oh,
off.
nice. It made no noise when you did it.
He wasn't even bothered by it that much.
I was like, look, he doesn't have a tail.
There he goes.
There he goes. Nice. I like that we're in a cage. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
cool.
a cage big enough for him, just like the troll cages were set up in the previous room. And this takes me to the ancient... No, this is not the ancient dragon. This is the way to the dragon area, right?
Yep.
Oh man, one of the coolest looking things in this game.
It is very
So
cool.
cool.
And it also gives you the like recurable homeward bone, which is nice.
Oh yeah.
Go talk to the dadgum herald.
Yeah, Ted is talking in chat about going back and replaying Hollow Knight after it gave him trouble and whipping bosses that were giving him a hard time before. Which I'm really curious to see if I have that experience with it, because I, of course, played Hollow Knight before I played Dark Souls, and there's a lot of influence there. And the thing that got me hooked on Dark Souls was replaying the first one and being able to kill all those bosses that gave me trouble. So, yeah, I mean, Hollow Knight, has about as many bosses as a Souls game, and they are all really hard. So I want to replay it. I want to see how I do.
Would you like to start Dragonary? Okay.
Let's start Dragonary. Here's
Dragonary.
the Herald. The Herald says, "Bear the curse. Long have I awaited one such as you, one who might shatter the shackles of fate, one who can set me free." That's a weird thing that I haven't really thought about. We're setting her free somehow by going through this journey. She said, "It's my own manifestation that led you here." So maybe that was not her in the future, but a manifestation of her in the future. She gives me an aged feather. That's the Homeward Bone thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever used it. I don't
it's
think
just
I
a
have
Homeward
much of
Bone
a
you
need
can
to
use forever, yeah.
I like that the one you get in 3 is like the curbed, or the
the coiled
sword.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to level quickly before we go into
Yeah.
it, though. I'm
Go
carrying
for it.
around a lot of souls. I'll go talk to my good friend the Emerald Herald again across the world. Ted says he thinks I can do the Pantheons in Hollow Knight this time. I'm not so certain about that, but I appreciate your confidence in me. I have more souls. Yes. So many more souls. That might not be enough. That's not enough. Dang, I need like 3,000 more. Oh well.
I will always be at your side.
So, do you actually want or need anything from the area itself, or can you just run straight for the shrine, and then we could do that part together?
We can do that. Yeah, I don't. I think I ran for it in my first playthrough.
Yeah, I'll just wait for you by that then.
By the shrine?
Yeah. Because you can just you know how to get there, right? Like the fast way.
It's been a while.
I'll tell you how. It's
Okay.
easy.
I'm going
Very,
up the
very easy.
ladder.
Yeah, go up the ladder and you walk over to the thing and it'll say grab. You can like grab a rope, right?
Yeah.
And you'll skip the entire dragon area with that rope. Yeah.
Okay.
So you should have landed.
I did do this, but I think I explored it before I did it.
Yeah. You should land next to a big ol' friggin' swingy bridgey thing.
Yep.
And you just need to sprint your little heart out across that bridge.
Here we go.
Because if you don't make it across fast enough, a dragon will land on it and kill you.
Man, my sprinting is slow. Why am I sprinting slow?
Because it's a wiggly bridge.
It's a wiggly bridge. I'm rolling. Okay, I made it. Alright, where you at?
Cool. My sign is in there, but you need to talk to little Aldia first.
Oh, that's right. Oh! Our boy.
When he's a baby. When he's a little baby
It's
Aldia.
little Aldia. Young Hollow, he says, how you grapple without falter with this dreadfully twisted world. Peace grants men the illusion of life. Shackled by falsehoods, they yearn for love, unaware of its grand illusion. Until the curse touches their flesh, we are bound by this yoke, as true as the dark that churns within men. All men trust fully the illusion of life. But is this so wrong? A construction, a facade, and yet a world full of warmth and resplendence. Young Hollow, are you intent on shattering the yoke, spoiling this wonderful falsehood? Yes? I think. I am Aldia, he says. I sought to shed the yoke of fate, but failed. Now I only await an answer. Seek the throne. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond. And he leaves. Thanks, baby Aldia.
He's just little.
Baby Aldia. Alright, your sign is down in here?
Yep.
I'm awaiting. I think we can probably get to Ancient Dragon in a reasonable amount of time.
Sure.
If I don't die a ton. Which is possible. Huh. I do not see your sign. Is it inside that room?
Yeah. Let me go back.
Oh, did we hit a soul memory thing?
Surely not.
I'm at man, numbers. Why don't they put commas in these numbers? I'm at 2,442,000.
No, we haven't then, because I'm at 228.
Okay.
And the next one is at 250, so we're close. How the like, how do you get?
I'm gonna add that to the counter.
I knew that it would be soul memory, but how do you always get so much further ahead than I am? Like,
I just popped two
yeah, I
boss
guess.
souls.
My sign is down next to that fire, by the way. Do you have your ring on and all that jazz?
I thought I did. I sure do.
I'm pretty sure that
struggle.
that the bracket is 2 to 250. Let me check though.
Let's check. If this is a soul memory thing.
Yeah, that's the end of the stream for sure.
That's the end of the stream. Yeah, ain't no way.
Oh my god, hang on. Let's see. 2. It goes from 2 to 2250. So you're at what now?
I'm at 2442.
2442. Yeah. No. We're in the same one.
We're in the same one?
Or wait. No, hold
What's
on.
your
You're at
soul memory?
24.
2442.
You're at 24. 2249. So 2250. Yeah, we should be in the same one. Because I'm past 2,250,000.
Why
which
don't
means
you
we're in the
take
same
your
one.
sign up and put it back down?
Yeah.
Maybe put it outside the building, like in front of the stairs or something.
Okay.
Just to reset it.
All right. It's in front of the stairs.
Give this a few seconds. Is your ring on?
My ring's on, bro.
Okay.
Struggle ring. We're in the same bracket. You're close to being out of it, but
Yeah.
you're still in it right now.
Okay, well, I think that's all, folks. I think we'll do the Dragon Shrine and the end of the game next time. It might be a bit of a marathon stream. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. It kind of depends on how well I do on the giant memories, I think.
Yes.
But that is all we got for this week. Any
Yeah,
last
for
words,
sure.
Cam, before we wrap up?
No.
Thanks for being
No
here,
last word.
Ted, Ammo, and
Chance.
We appreciate
Yeah.
it. See y'all next week.
See you guys.
Bye.